watching the worship service, just listening to me and not actually taking it to heart? How many of you actually feel closer to God since you became a Christian or a follower of Christ? Now think about that. How many feel closer? And then you rephrase that, because this now may actually step on your toes a little bit. How many of you actually listen to what I teach and apply it to every day? How many of you have actually got closer into your worship here? How many of you actually go home and you read your Bible and pray to God? You see, some of you may be answering that in your mind, saying, yeah, I don't do that. And if you've been a Christian for at least more than 2 or 3 months, there's some of the first steps you got to take. And if you're not taking them, you're not growing closer. And that means, what are you? You're one of those window shopping Christians. You're okay, you're content with just looking at it. You're content with being around it. And you think that's just enough for you. But you're not going to go inside. You don't want any more than that. You got your first touch. You've been in that store once, and that's as many times you need to be in there. You got your touch from Jesus, and you came to this altar that one time. You had a great experience. You're ready to change the world, but at the same time, that's the last time you've ever been in the altar. That's the last time you've ever prayed to God. Because you were content. You became stationary. You became content with looking inside. See, Jesus understands that this was going to happen. Jesus understands that this was going to take place. And he understands that because even when you read the books of the New Testament, you see churches. And when Paul would write to these churches, he would write to strengthen their hearts and to guide them, because churches would become content. We as a church has become content. I'm not just saying for you guys, but the church has become content. Because we're content with just going to church, and that's enough for Jesus in me. That's enough. I don't need it anymore. I don't need to go home and talk about God anymore. At least I got enough of God. What's scary is you, not necessarily you guys, but we are all taught that you can be a Christian for the rest of your life by just saying that one prayer and never do anything after that. Now, yeah, praying to God and asking to be in your heart, that's a start. That's not the stop. But we think that's it. Once you're a Christian, you're always a Christian. We have fooled ourselves. We have fooled Christians. The devil has done a great job of doing this, thinking that you're going to get by with just being a window shopping Christian. You're going to get by with just sitting around doing your own thing. And that's the greatest lie that has ever been established in Christianity. As a follower of Jesus, that's it. Once you ask in your heart, you can do whatever you want, because when the day comes that you die, or that Jesus Christ comes back for a second time, you're all set, because you're going to get to heaven. I asked him in my heart 15 years ago. I'm fine. Jesus, you live in my heart, right? It doesn't work like that. And that's what the scary thing is. That people have thought that all their lives. And they're going to come to that time, and they're going to be up for a rude awakening when they're like, well, I'm in. I don't know you. I haven't known you for 15 years of your life. Because when you asked me in your heart, that was the last time you talked to me. And you think I know you? You think you know me? And you think you're going to get to heaven and say the same thing to God? What's up? What's up, Jesus? Hey, man, remember me? Remember when I was 13 years old, and I went down to the altar, and I prayed and asked you in my heart? Now, man, it was a great moment. Remember that time? She's going to be like, yeah, but there was never a time after that. Well, yeah, but I heard that was once, when you were living in my heart, I've been in heaven. Well, yeah, that is true. But if you consistently decide to not go any further with Christianity, you eventually will harden your heart again. And Jesus will have no place in it. Because you see, Jesus is a life changer. Jesus is someone that makes you go down a different path. You go down a different street. And you no longer act the same. And if I were to see you out in public, I can tell that you're different. And every single year I see you, I should see a difference in you. Not worse, but better. And if that is happening, then yes, we know you're walking with Jesus. But if that's not happening in your life, and you, maybe one of those questions I asked you, you can say tonight, that is not you, you're not getting any closer. What's happening to your heart is starting to harden. You don't want that in your life. You don't want that to happen to you. You gotta stop being content with looking from the outside, looking in. You can't be content with what they do. You can't be content with what you've been doing. More than ever, I would love to be able to see one of you guys, and if I see one of you guys on TV maybe one day, maybe preaching to 1,000. Maybe I'll see you at Winterfest because you were the speaker they brought down because you've been touching kids' lives. Maybe you became a youth pastor one day or a pastor, and maybe I get to sit underneath you and listen to your sermons because God has instilled something in your heart from an early age, and you've stayed consistent with Him. That's what I would love to hear. And He could take any one of you and make you great. He could take any one of you. You think you can't speak, you don't think you have a heart for it, you don't have the words for it. Read the Bible. You remember Moses? Moses became a leader of a nation, and he stuttered. I couldn't speak in front of a class, and here I am. God wants to take the people that think they can't do anything and turn them upside down, and then they're doing things they never thought of. You're sitting here tonight and thinking you're a nobody. You're thinking you're somebody that can't do anything with your life. Rethink. Recheck yourself. Because I guarantee you start devoting your life to God. You start growing in Him. And I guarantee you, if you want to one day maybe teach like I do, maybe teach a youth group, be a pastor, be a missionary, be someone that God uses, that can happen. But it won't happen if you keep on doing your same thing. You keep on being content.